It's that time again. We are doing Dabble Party programming tonight. Hello, Casual, Dove, Theron. Welcome, everyone, one and all. This is going to be a little bit weird because it's been a long while since I worked on Dabble Party. So I'm going to have to be remembering how in the world to implement minigames and such. Finished your epic waltz that you posted. Nice. I did see that you had a second posting there. Oh my gosh. I was looking at Unreal, and your options are C++, which I'm not strong in, or their system they call Blueprint, which is literally, it's like Scratch. It is like drag node to this node, and the output, I'm going to drag that to this little thing, and then that's going to output to here. It's like, that's not how I want to program. Oh, okay, gotcha. If I do wind up getting into Unreal, I'm going to have to brush up on C++. Because I cannot imagine myself using Blueprint. It kind of. It looked a little bit like that. I think that's their like friendly version of the game engine software, and that if you want to do anything legit, you're probably gonna have to do C++. Which, again, I'm not a C++ dev. C# is my jam. I really don't know what to do about that, because like I feel like trying out Unity for the first time was not that bad, because for one, tons of the tutorials that are available online are targeted to absolute noobs. Like they want you to to be able to get in on the ground floor. Can you make a bowling minigame? Physics. What would a bowling minigame look like? I don't know. I actually built a very rudimentary physics engine for this one. This is Legally Distinct Chip Game. And this, I think, this is the code for chip physics. This game's got chip physics. Because everything is circular. Treble, welcome back. Still on the Terraria kick. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm not working on Pen Pals tonight. Green, hello. Good to see you as well. Good to have everybody here tonight. We are just now getting started. I am complaining about the possibility of learning Unreal Engine, which is how you know we're in for a good night of discussion. Thank you for space, Green. Oh, good. Yeah, a little bit more. Why not? Throw in a bit more. There we go. So good news on the Pen Pal front. Sales have just about, actually, okay, Steam takes, what is it? 30%. So if I assume that this number is correct here, then I'm within about maybe 5 or 6 sales of of just covering the listing fee on Steam. Oh no, yeah, you don't want that. Oh, thank you, Theron. That's 1. Yeah, sales have been decent enough that it's promising. I think that within the week I may have a few cents profit on the whole endeavor. Now, that's like fractions of a cent per hour of labor, but just looking at absolute numbers, it's like technically making more than I spent if you don't think about the time. Which that's a good, you know what, that's a good first goal to have, is the game didn't lose money. It broke even. Casual, you can't do that. You're already here. It doesn't count. Doesn't count. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna make a new mini game for Dabble Party. For anybody who doesn't know what Dabble Party is, it's Mario Party. Let's see if I can pull it up. Here we go. We're gonna make sure. He do. So what we are going to do eventually is make a whole new board. Right now there's only one board that actually exists, and that's Rover Space Base. We did a community challenge to make a new board. I'm probably going to be making the Ironlands board. That was just a joke board for the actual night we played. Wow, perfect. But what we're going to do now is make a new minigame. And the minigame system that I built out is pretty simple overall. All this ready go stuff, that happens automatically. The timer happens automatically. All I need to do is build some kind of system that takes inputs and awards points based on what happens in the minigame. And then it handles like locking down, like when time is up, it records your score and all that. Oh man. And of course, all the mini games are based on dumb little inside jokes in our community, which is of course the only way to make mini games or video games at all. 1 point. If anyone can't tell, this one is based on GameCube, who actually has a Plinko board that he brings out occasionally during streams. It's even got like his stream, the wall of games behind him in stream as the background on this one. But that's a lot of ones I'm getting, at least. There you go. I got 5 ones there. Amazing. So we're gonna build a game. I'm gonna see if I can find what. It was a Mario Party 1 mini game, I believe. But we're gonna put a twist on it. Let me see if I can find it to show you guys what it looked like. It's like an item-y minigame, right? No, maybe it wasn't Mario Party 1, because now I'm not seeing it. Oh, wait, here it is. It was called Pipe Maze. This is what it looked like. There would be a chest at the top, and then it would scroll the screen down and show you this big maze of pipes that go every which way, and then you have to pick a pipe at the bottom. And whichever pipe you pick, you get whatever comes out. So you'd have to like be watching really close to try and figure out like, all right, where is the treasure chest going to wind up? So we're gonna do an iterative version of that, where you see a smaller maze, but you're gonna see maze after maze after maze after maze, and every time that you put in your answer, it's gonna resolve it, award you points based on which one you chose, and then generate a new maze. And you just have to get through as many of those and get as many points as you can in 60 seconds. That's the plan. So, we're gonna make the minigame called Rigged because it's going to be themed around ship rigging. We don't know what the instructions are going to be yet. So this is all you really need for this, is you have to have a backdrop tile, a thumbnail, a list of controls, which song ID it's going to be using, and then everything else is going to be for the actual minigame itself. So we're going to get rid of these. We're going to get rid of initialize. We're going to get rid of most of update. We're going to set the timer to 60 seconds. And that's it. This is the skeleton of the minigame right here. This is it. This is like the bare minimum of what you need. This as a minigame would show up with a name, blank instructions, a recycled background. It would just do nothing for 60 seconds and then give you a score of 0. This is how the minigame system works. Backdrop tile, we don't have graphics yet. We're gonna have to work on that. Programming, yay! We want one other thing on this, which is, let me find minigame chip. Here we go. Our list of minigames, we gotta add it to that. And we have to add it to our, index here, so it actually pulls in the code. Hello, Hudson. So let's start with Photoshop. Seems like a good place to not only make the graphics for our minigame, but also to kind of lay out the ideas visually. Let's open up, first off, an existing minigame. Documents. Oh boy, where did I put this? Here, games, Dabble Party, images, minigame, backgrounds. Yeah, okay, that gives us the file, the size of the background, which I think that should be the size of the game window as well. What is this signal coverage? The monitor is exactly where it always is. Wiggle the antenna a little bit. That's the way to do it. All right. It's everybody. All right, so we're gonna have a nice seaside view. I think that's the plan here. With I don't know, maybe a ship. That seems reasonable. I'm gonna get my colors ready. Let's try this on for sky. Perfect. You color changed. I have no idea how any of that works. Unbelievable, Hudson. How could you just change your color like that? Is that water, or is... I feel like they both look like water. Ah. How about that? Nice horizon. Need it. Maybe get some fluffy clouds in there. Those are not fluffy. Oh, those are super fluffy. Cartoonishly fluffy. Too fluffy, maybe? No, surely not. Give it a little bit of a fluffiness blur here. Perfect. Clouds. Amazing. Amazing that we have the technology to make clouds. All right, good, good, good. Duplicate the background so we can drop it into a group. All right, we want a ship's like rail. So we'll get a nice let's get a nice deep brown color here. Looks fine to me. Thanks for lurking. Let's go ahead and add some more to this. That's not what ships... That is not how this should look, is it? Oh well. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's just there for background. Ropes. I just need some decorative ropes to throw around. Let's do like a little bit more yellowy. Yeah, there we go. That's a lovely color. Lovely, lovely color. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with a line. We're gonna duplicate it. Oh wait, no, hang on, no we're not. We're gonna start with a grid. And we're just going to draw some lines real quick. Just make some nice rigging. This is going to be our cheap... Uh-oh, getting a message. That's not a good sign. Ah, okay. Okay, sounds like we're okay. It's not ideal. Lil Toadette has really been pushing limits on bedtime stuff. And there's not really a way we can come up with how to resolve that. Okay. So we're going to take this. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of texture to it. Which is probably more than we need to do. Let's see here. I don't want it to be all repeaty. That looks okay. That actually looks fine. I love that. Do we want to add a bevel effect? Probably not. All right, so we're gonna take this and we're gonna warp it. Transform warp. We're just gonna kind of, let's see, bring this. Oop, nope, okay. I know what I want to do with this. Unlock for a brief moment, okay. This is kind of what I want this to look like. Like this, and then kind of give it a little bit of this. Kind of like that. There we go. Yeah. Perfect. The new pins are fun to mess around with. Color combos. Notes are fun right now. I was trying to take full advantage of random motivation. It is important to use any kind of motivation you can find, as random as it may be. not like that. You just gotta, if your brain is like, yes, this is what I want, you just gotta kind of roll with it. Take what you can get. Okay, that's fine. Let's do this one like this. Go ahead and blur it a bit so that it doesn't stand out as much. Yeah, there we go. There's our ship background. Okay. Let's actually go ahead and save that. Go ahead and make sure I'm in the right directory. Put it in images, minigame. Oh boy, where is this? Images, minigame, PNG, BG rigged. All right. BG rigged, and now we want to make sure that we have that in our very many image files that we load. There we go, BG rigged. So now, presumably, where are the rigs actually? Great question. Wait, where's my, how do I get to, no? Where is, terminal. Not there. Not there. Not there. Dang it, where does this need to go? Oh boy. I can't remember where I need to output these files to. Hold on. It's been a while since I've worked on this project. Dabo World, no, not Dabo Worlds. Wait, okay, that's the back end. So I think we just do TSC without providing any other parameters. And then we should be okay. Strange, that. Okay, let's see what we got here. Mysterious. Yay! And let's make sure it works. Yay! It's a mini game. Ready? Go! It works. It doesn't do anything, but it's functional. I am gonna need to go downstairs and check what's going on. Bedtime should not be taking that long. I will leave you with the AFK BRB screen. Minigames can be queued up with exclamation mark minigame. I should be back soon, hopefully. Camp Horizon. I love this stage. All right, Mario Maker 4.0 update. All stages are replaced with this one. Yeah, this is basically hold right. Right here. Hold right, hold jump, and you got it. Huh. Don't even need the power-ups. You can just damage boost. Alright, cool. We got it. We got our sub 30. 27 and change. Fantastic level, Mario Maker fan. Probably one of my favorite levels of yours so far. Hey! Kip with the 2 months. Thanks, buddy. this time. Oh boy. Oh, but the so the suggestion thing, the level idea thing. All it does is it grabs a random item from each list. In some cases, it grabs like multiple items, or it randomly decides that it doesn't want any items from a list. All right, so. Oh, wow. I feel like I got super lucky on that one. I guess just throw Luigi at that last jump like 4 or 5 times and he eventually gets it. Oh, first clear on a Peth level. We're gonna spend all day trying to get this guy to do this. Nerds, we got it! We got it! Get cheesed, nerd! Ooh, okay. Good. There's nothing in the rulebook that says we have to remove the orb from his necklace, just that it has to touch the Alright. Next time. Next time, I might not bounce off a fish. Oh, almost bounced off a fish. Don't do anything, don't do anything, don't do anything. Oh, I was not sure about that. I was not sure about that lava level. But also the clock.
Oh, he is.
Oh, yeah, rip Francis. Leave him. He's dead. He's dead. He startled the witch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was right behind you, so we both got hit with that card.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Dobbs.
Pills.
We're in a situation.
This does seem like a situation to me.
We got hard.
I don't know what I'm gonna do about that.
Oh no.
Pew 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 pew. Hey, good job, guys. We did it. Good job. You've proven yourself worthy. Not what I wanted you to do. There we go. All right. There we go. Simple as that. This is a significant. That's for Germ Dove. All right, so here's my idea for this. The general concept is going to be, let me get a nice color here, that we're going to have these, let's see here. You're going to have some number of points waiting. It's your gold doubloons that you're after. So you might have 1 point and 3 points, something like that at the top, and a big ol' arrow. That's your selection of like which rope do you want? This one, this one, this one, or this one? We're gonna get a nice arrow here. And then in between, you're gonna have the actual the meat of the problem here. Which is, and you get nothing on those sides. Nothing. Nothing. You're gonna have these little connecting pieces. Maybe we do some weird stuff where they go in weird spots like that. I don't think we're gonna cross ever. I'd like to avoid that. I already gave him one. So what you'll do is you will you'll choose your path or your point here at the bottom. You know, which one are you gonna pick? And then as soon as you pick one, some kind of little marker will follow up and up and up and see what you would win. And that's it. That's the game. So in this case, the rightmost is the big money maker because it goes whoop, and it always goes across if it has the opportunity to. And after you do that, it will randomize another set of prizes, and you get to go again and again and again until you run out of time. And if it doesn't complete its circuit by 0 seconds, then that last one you do does not actually count. That's an important note. So how are we going to do this? One way we can do this is just by like my concern is drawing graphics across this is going to get ugly. So we may go with just like drawing lines, just raw lines. That's much better for doing weird angles and stuff without getting into trouble with other weird things. And then following the trail, that's going to be its own little thing. We'll have... So what we're going to do is... Oh. We've got these nodes. Now, what does this problem look like? The first line can have any number of nodes. This line can have any number of nodes. And I guess the second line needs to have at least this many. The third line needs to have at least this many. And then if there's going to be any medium bars, I guess we don't really need nodes. Really the big thing we're looking at is these lines here. And they do connect to nodes, but when we generate this, we should probably generate it this way. That's going to be a little bit tricky. I'm trying to think of some different ways we can randomly generate these things. Well, we've got instead of looking at the ropes, let's look at the gaps between the ropes. We've got 1, 2, and 3. So maybe what we do is we will choose a number 1 through 3 and then throw a rope there. Here, let's actually start from scratch here. So we've got 3 gaps. Let's say we're picking a number 1 through 3 and we pick 1. Therefore, we're going to start by placing a rope at the top of column 1. And then we pick 3, which means we're going to place one here. We pick another one, we pick 1 again. Then we pick 2, which means it's going to connect from here over. And then we repeat that of basically like we just push it up as far as we can until we run out of space. Ow! Welcome in. It's Al. I saw it. I mean, I wasn't watching, but I might have been watching a little bit. Al, congratulations on dethroning GQ. We're all extremely excited. Took a page out of Short's book. With the Dobbs raid. It's a good one. It's a good bit. Welcome in, everybody. Tonight we're doing dev work, but not for Pen Pals. Did you guys know I made Mario Party? Not like the Mario Party, just a Mario Party. And we're building a new mini game called Rigged. It's technically functional, but you can't do anything and you can't earn any points, so it's always a 4-way tie. There it is. Nothing happens. So we're gonna try and program this in one night. This is a community challenge fulfillment. This was for 60,006 doubloons that the community fronted, and as a reward, we are making a new minigame for Dabble Party. Look at it, isn't it amazing? So here's the idea behind this minigame. There was a Mario Party 1 minigame called Pipe Maze, wherein you'd have this big maze of pipes with horizontal connections and a treasure chest. The treasure chest would go down. It would always go across horizontal connections if it interacted with one, or if it crossed one. And then you'd try and figure out which of the spots at the bottom you needed to stand to get the prize. That was the entire minigame. So we're going to do that, but iteratively. So you're going to get a randomly generated maze. You have to really quickly read through it, try to figure out where you need to stand, hit the button, and then it's going to generate another one, and another one, and another one. And you just keep trying to get as much as you can. Mashing would not help because you're going to have to wait for the cutscene to play out where it's like following the maze to get your treasure. No fans on the pirate ship, please. So we're trying to decide right now on how the actual logic is going to work, and I think I've got a pretty good feel for it here. For generating a maze. So the maze, how are we going to store this? Ooh, and I just realized we don't have to limit ourselves to just 4 ropes. So a maze will store a number of ropes. Generating it will be generated by a string of random numbers ranging from corresponding to the gaps within. Oh. Huh.
No, getting that stuff returned is harder than I thought.
Oh dear. We're having a heck of a conundrum. So I won't give the exact dates or anything because that could be Googleable, but we've been getting packages, like a bunch of packages in a short amount of time, and not for like some little stuff, but also an entire vacuum cleaner. Hello, Hovercat.
Hi.
Hovercat messaged me one day and was like, hey, we got some packages coming, bring them in when you get a chance today while we're out. And I was like, all right, yeah, I'll do that. And I'm not even looking, I'm just grabbing 5 boxes off the porch, like, I don't know, all right, I'll stick them over here. And then Hovercat gets home later and is like, did you get me a vacuum for Christmas?
The people might not know about the vacuum.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole story
Story,
behind
but yes.
that, but no, I did not. She's like, we have a vacuum. I was like, what do you mean? It's like, in the packages, UPS gave us a vacuum. And we look at it. The shipping label is for our address, but not for us. It is for the last people who used to live here like 5 years ago. Like 5 years ago. It's like, oh, okay, this is gonna suck. Because it's not like the post office where we can just like stick it back in the mailbox and say, hey, they don't live here, please forward it. I don't know where they live, good luck. So we're probably gonna have to call UPS and be like, we don't know what to do here. You guys gave us a package that doesn't belong to us. Yes, it's got our address, but that's not for us. So Hovercat's been like asking the neighbors and be like, does anybody know like their number? We can get a hold of them and let them know that we have their stuff. We don't want to we don't want to forward these, like even if we do find their address, because it's a lot of stuff and it's heavy stuff. And we don't want to foot the bill for that. And so I'm thinking like, oh yeah, we could probably call UPS. Hovercat did some Googling and found out that the guy that used to live here, I assume that he was married.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, the guy that used to
They
live
were,
here,
like, a much older couple.
he died apparently
like quite
recently.
Like he may have made the order and then died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have a dead man's vacuum
But
cleaner.
the wife is still alive.
Yeah, and so that's gonna be awkward. Like, hey, got your vacuum.
But I could be walking into a minefield when I do find her if he did order it, you know? So I'm a little scared.
Yeah, I think the play here is just contact UPS customer service if customer service even exists in this day and age, and be
And
like,
they tried to like
we have a
contact
package.
the store because it was from an Amazon store.
One
that
of the
shipped it through
things.
UPS. So I'm like, maybe I could like contact their customer service.
well, what are they gonna do?
They could like email her or something or him and be like, I don't know how much contact information they have.
Exactly.
Like, the store
I
owners
think-
at Amazon.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I don't know that UPS would be able to help because the wrong address was on there. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I assume they can contact the shipper and be like, hey,
And then everyone would
You
be
sent
like,
this to the
"That's
wrong
just
address."
a scam because you know how you get those little postcards that are like, you have mail to pick up.
oh,
at the
yeah,
post
those.
office. Please send me every piece of information about you so you can get your package.
You want this package, right? Sorry, we missed you.
Anyway.
I haven't seen those for a long time. Like that was really popular for like 6
Yeah.
months.
I guess everyone figured out that they
I guess
were
it stopped.
real.
Yeah, it stopped working and it died off like it's like some sort of weird invasive species that finally met a predator. So anyway,
Anyway, I'm scared. I'm scared of what I'm gonna find. I mean, the second package only had like stain remover spray. And that takes on kind of a scary thought too.
oh no.
Yeah. I didn't check the third package because I noticed that it was addressed to the wrong person before I opened it.
Oh yeah.
Because like I'm ordering a lot of stuff right now too.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Christmas.
So we've got all these
So,
packages
like,
already.
Usually I would be like, wait, what is this? Before I opened it, but I didn't because, yeah.
Sounds good, Al. Go right ahead. Can I just point out how nice this is? It's like this for setting up the instruction page for the minigame. This is all I have to do. Left and right is change rope. Press the button is confirm choice. Boom, and that generates that nice, pretty instruction panel. That's all it takes. I'm pretty proud of that.
Good news is he's apparently Jehovah's Witness, so it wasn't his last Christmas gift to her. What are you looking for?
There we go.
But really, he was, according to the obit.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So I'd be scared if it was the last Christmas gift to her about all the emotions that might happen. And also I'd be like, we have to get it to her.
Oh no, this is
It would
gonna
be like
turn
a
into
lifelong quest.
it's gonna turn into a Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
There we go. Anyway, sorry for distracting you.
No, you're good.
Just wanted to share that little tidbit
That's
with
quite
you.
that's quite an anecdote to
Yeah.
bring up there. Love you. Huh. How about that? Oh, see, this isn't good. Do I have a on after draw? I do have an on after draw. Do I ever use this? Oh yeah, I do. What did I use this for? Oh, the meter. Powerade! Ah, you're right, Hudson. Hi, Hovercat. Bye, Hovercat. See, I could do on after draw here. It's not my preferred way of doing this, but we can draw lines this way. So the way that the minigame code is set up, oh nice, good job, Hudson, is we interface with the game engine through a series of sprite objects that can contain position, velocity, rotation, scale, what graphics to use, and a list of update rules, all that stuff. It's fine. And then that's what handles all the drawing. In this case, I do feel like it might make more sense for me to just do on after draw and just draw it manually each frame instead of telling it to use weirdly stretched graphics or something. But we'll see. We'll see. So we're gonna make a object. We're gonna make a little class called rope maze. Okay, and it is going to take in number of ropes. That's a number. Public. I guess we want the width and the height of it. Yeah, there you go. And then it's going to generate it right here. And then we'll also have a draw function for that. Okay, and that way all we have to do down here is say, give me a new rope maze. And here you go. Do I want to have a, let's say, number of columns and number of connections? I don't think that needs to be public. That could just be number of connections. There we go. All right, and this is going to generate the list of points on each rope somehow. Okay. So we're going to have a private list of... Okay. So in this case, this is an example of 7 connections, four ropes. Four choices, 7 connections. It's going to randomly place these ropes. So each individual rope connection needs to track... oh boy. Oh boy. I think we need to set up these first. Oh, this is not trivial. This is not trivial, I'm now seeing. Huh. Ooh. All right, this can be as complicated as we want to make it. So, the pretty way would be, okay, if I choose 1 and 3 as our first 2 rope connection spots, they can both be at the very top because they are not next to each other. If we want to go the easy way, we take these 7 connections and we put them at 7 distinct heights. Which is fine, it works, but it's like, we could make it a little bit trickier. We need to think ahead to the logic of actually like iterating up through the maze to track where you're gonna wind up. And the way that's gonna work is what? Each rope is going to maintain a list of connection points. We'll have nodes. We've got our list of ropes. We can iterate through that to see like, okay, what's the next one up that connects to this rope? So it's like that shouldn't be an issue. Let's keep that over there so we can kind of like stare at it while we're trying to puzzle through this. What do you need to actually calculate here? Okay, let's do this. Let's say we have current maze is of type rope maze. And equals a new rope maze. Honestly, width and height, those should be pretty well set. I don't know what our zoom is, but let's take width and height out of the equation. Let's just say 400 and 300. I don't know what the actual value is going to be. CTX dot stroke style equals some brown color, but not this brown. I want this brown right here, which is, let me grab the hex code right here. And then we can do CTX dot line width. Let's just say 8. And just for starters, let's just do a rectangle from, camera.canvas.width over 2 minus this dot width over 2. That's our X. Ugh. Say X base. How about that? And Y base is height. Ooh. Okay, so from X base, Y base to X base plus width to Y base plus height. Okay, so that's going to be the draw the rope maze. On after draw, this dot current maze dot draw. Okay, I think that's good. And now we're gonna say new column. We want 4 columns and 3 connections, please. And that's that. Now we can build and run and see what happens. Well, What did we screw up? Why is it like this? Oh, just width and just height. You don't give it the location of the other corner. You give it the size of the rectangle. Okay, so we can in that case bump the width up to like 600. Maybe we can bump the height up to 400. Well, let's say 350. But yeah, that's fine. That is good enough for me. All right. So next step is that we need to actually create these connections. Each connection is it can really be boiled down to just which gap is it in. Gap 1, 2, or 3. And what's the order? 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2 in this case. Sure. Connection. Let's say connection indices. All right, 4. I 0 to num connections. We're gonna generate. Let's see. Random number from 0 to num columns minus 2. Wait, it's kind of weird coming back to JavaScript after spending so long in C#. All right, so do that to generate our maze list. And now we're actually going to draw these connections in the ugliest way possible. Actually, you know what would be nice, though, is have a separate variable of connections that gives us not just these weak little numbers, but we use that to in turn generate these much prettier looking connections. Class rope connection. Because we can use this information to go ahead and get the X and Y value, or the X, X1, X2, and Y value. X1, number. X2 is a number, and Y is a number. Yeah, that seems reasonable to me. Now here's the trick, is we're gonna do this in terms of, are we gonna do this in terms of this? I really should, yeah, we're gonna do it. So instead of doing connections, connection equals new rope connection. So the X, if we choose index 0, then we're right there. So we're gonna bump up, in this example, we're bumping up by 1/3 of the width. Our base X is the same the whole time. So let's start with that. Let's change X base and Y base to a actual value. Just so we can kind of not recalculate that over and over. Okay, set values, so we can read those a little bit easier. All right, so let's see. A concurrent player peak? What? What did we hit? Actually, I don't even know how I would... I can view detailed player breakdown. I'm seeing a lot of 6. So much 6. You wouldn't believe how much 6 I'm seeing here. Can I look in a day? Maximum daily active users. Well, that's not concurrent. 8. Wow. I don't know where to see that. I don't see 8. I do see a very satisfying, like, day-night cycle going on, though. Like, that's very nice to see. Like, oh yeah, people get up for their morning pen pals and they go to sleep. Ah, SteamDB. Oh, there it is! Incredible. Well, that's how you know you made it. We have to coordinate. We have to make sure we get everyone online at the same time, just to mess with the data. Let's also say private X distance and Y distance. X base divided by number of columns minus 1. So yeah, if we're doing 4 ropes, we're doing 3. We're gonna cut it into thirds. You're always ready to mess with some data. And then Y similarly. We're gonna take Y a little bit smaller though. We're gonna take pretend that this is like 20 pixels smaller, and then take number of connections. Okay. X1 is going to be our X base plus the index times X distance. X2 is going to be X1 plus 1. Because we're not gonna get into like spanning across multiple ropes. That seems like a bad idea. It would maybe we will think about it. We'll think about it. Plus I times Y distance. Now we're gonna set up our new object here that contains all that data. And make sure to add it to our list of rope connections. And now we should be able to draw. Let connection of this dot connections. It should just be, instead of, oh, well, this doesn't need to be rectangle anymore. We'll fix that. Camera.ctx.beginPath, camera.ctx.moveTo, connection.x1, connection.y, and then line 2, x2, and then end path? No, stroke, just, that's it? Is that it? That's what we do? I++. X is going to be I plus 1. And then y is going to be y base to y base plus this dot height. Okay, let's see if this actually works, shall we? Let's build. Keep closing out my terminals. I don't mean to do that. It's fine. All right. Let's see if that did what we wanted. No, not really. That's not quite right. Oh, well, that makes sense here. That's supposed to be, that's still supposed to be I. So that explains that at least. That doesn't look right at all. Oh, not Y base. That's supposed to be width. And that's supposed to be height. Okay, let's see if that's a little bit better.
I need cashews and cereal.
You need cashews and cereal?
Yeah.
Well, I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can rummage up. Okay, well, there's those parts at least. I'll be right back. All right. Don't worry about it, Green. If all goes well, the ropes won't even appear at that point in the game. And if they do, I don't care. Just finished a writing assignment of 500 words. Unstoppable now. Heck yes. Current minigame. Dot. Current maze. It has 3 connections. From 380 to 381. Huh. That doesn't sound right. Oh. Let's try this. Relate a friendship to a story. That's very vague. Perfect. Okay, well that's a very easy maze, but it is functioning. Okay, and I don't want Y distance to go all the way up if we can help it. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh, didn't. Rover. Good choice, honestly. Okay, so what if we did something like... What would it look like if we had a rope maze of 5 and 10? Okay, this is a little bit more like, oh, you gotta actually like read it and kind of figure out where you're going here. This is reasonable. This is reasonable here, right? Let's bump up the margin on this, like the top and bottom margin for that first rope. All right, here we go. This is looking a little bit more of a mini game now. Yeah, okay. I gotta like, even if it only takes like a little bit of time, the fact is you have to be like if you and someone else are neck and neck, it's whoever is just a fraction of a second faster that's gonna win by the end of it. And you know what? I think it's just gonna be one treasure. Okay, so we need an actual arrow sprite. Do any of our mini games actually have that yet? I'm pretty sure some does. Something does. New simple sprite. Let's see here. Do any of these just have an arrow representing the player? I guess not. I'm gonna have to dig into the artwork here. Nothing. The stream did die. Cool. Very cool. That happened yesterday too, didn't it? I don't like that. That worries me. I'm sure it's fine. Okay. The mushroomy thing, you get avatar, player index, okay, cool, perfect. All right. It just straight up died. Okay, so we're gonna take the players. We're gonna have like a selected. We're gonna say current selection index equals 0. If input, oh geez, how do I do inputs? Keyboard handler, that's what we called it. Is key pressed, key action dot left, initial only, yes. If you press left, current selection index minus minus, And if that sets you below 0, then current selection index equals this dot current maze dot num columns minus 1. So if you have 4, then you switch up to index 3. Meanwhile, you can also go to the right, which increments you up. And if that puts you greater than or equal to number of columns, then we wrap back around to 0. Easy. Now then, based on where you are, we're gonna take that information. Rope maze, I'm gonna unprivate some numbers here. I'm gonna take width, height, no, not width and height. Distance and base. And I'm gonna say this dot current selection, arrow sprite dot x is going to equal current maze x base plus current selection index times maze x dist, and that's just going to move it left to right. This dot arrow sprite dot y is going to equal current maze dot y base plus, like, I don't know, 50, 40. Let's go with 40. I think that should be good. We should now have a functioning arrow that lets us move left to right. It's not going to do anything else. It will let us cycle, which maybe I don't want that. Okay, we don't have an arrow. I didn't actually add the arrow to the game code. So sprites dot push arrow sprite. Actually, I can still get it in. If I take current minigame dot sprites push arrow sprite. Nope. Where is it? It's at 780. Ah. Minus canvas camera dot canvas dot width over 2. One of the worst things I did in this game. No, it's not actually bad. It's not actually bad now that I think about it. Hey, there it is. Hey, yay. Yeah, I don't think we want to do that thing. That thing I said. We do, however, want to go minus 60. I tried to break the coordinate system so that sprites use a coordinate system wherein up is positive, and also where 0, 0 is dead center. And also the camera can be panned and zoomed, and the sprites respect that. The problem is that things like these positions here that are drawn on the screen directly are still using regular canvas system because I didn't wrap that with anything. All right, I'm gonna rotate that. I might need to rotate this one more time around because I don't remember. Yep. Okay. Cool. Also, that is on the wrong side. Oh, right. Because height over 2. Maybe. We'll see. Do. Okay, but yeah, this needs to be negative pi over 2. You know what we could actually do? Is if I could figure out where we normally jump into initialization. Instead of doing cutscene service, I think I could just do current minigame equals new minigame rigged right at the start. And that may let me just jump right into the game immediately when the page loads. Yeah, that's much better. That is much better. All right, cool. Huh. What if I just said go here? No, that won't be enough, will it? Yeah. Oh, but now it's much easier to just refresh. So we can really just guess and test a lot easier. Cool. Yeah. We'll just plug it in right around here. That's great. Okay, I don't want the wrapping. If it's less than 0, just put it at 0. If it goes too high, just put it to the maximum value. That's it. And then we need a doubloon. We need our goal. Which is... where do we have the doubloon? I had that in a... What minigame did we use? Here we go. We actually have that in the Dodge Podge minigame. How did we do that? How did we do that? Welcome to mobile. Okay. Oh. It's really a bullet. Huh. The coin in Dodge Podge is a bullet, just with a different sprite and a different interaction effect. That's interesting. Okay, so we can do that. Seasonal emotes are back for a limited time. Image needs to be, how did this work? This is how this worked. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw this in the middle here. And we're gonna see what happens. Show me a doubloon. Right, we have to add the doubloon. Now show me the doubloon. Well, it's not animating. Show me the doubloon. cannot read properties of undefined. Uh-oh. What? Oh, there it goes. What was undefined then? What was undefined? Wait a second. Oh, you know what I bet it was? Current minigame.timer was negative. Ah. Interesting. I can fix that bug. I mean, it will probably do something a little bit goofy. If time is less than 0, time plus equals 300. There. Sure. Good enough. Good enough to keep us from getting... Well, nope. Bump it up. Bump it up further. There we go. The scale of this is a little bit big. I'd like to scale it down a bit. I made that very easy to do, thankfully. Much better. Look at that. Okay. Next up. Let's move that up. Is this the way to go? Up. Yes, okay. Let's move that off screen a little bit for now. Smelling like 2014. Wonderful. Just get a whiff of it. Just that oh so familiar scent. Let's see. Okay, now we want to have... All right, what we want to do next is we want to have a like a current state, game state. And TypeScript will let us lock this into certain sets of possibilities. So we're going to say that the states are choosing, or so you can be in state choosing, state at least 48 more. Perfect. Thank you. Or waiting. Is that it? You're either if it's only 2, I'll just use a Boolean. You're selecting which rope you're gonna do, and then after you've selected it, you're waiting for it to follow along and then be collected. Okay, yeah. Is animating. No, is choosing equals false to start with. And then if this dot timer equals 0, then this dot is choosing equals true. So that's just going to be our just making sure that we can't choose until the game is running. If you press the button. Oh, also, you can only move while you're choosing. Or while it's in pregame. And then when the timer is actually starting, then you can actually pick something. If you press the action button, then you are now not choosing, we are now animating. If we are not choosing right now, then it is time to actually move the doubloon along. Also, when we hit 0, we want to actually set the prize location. How are we going to do that? The doubloon Y value is going to jump to, I think negative 300 is, no, 250 maybe? 280 is about the right value. And the X value is going to be, here's where it's going to get tricky. Let's start with maze.xbase. But then I have to subtract out half of the canvas width because they're on different measuring systems. I hate it. Yeah, roughly pixels. It's scalable. Like the camera can zoom in and out, and if the camera is zoomed in really far, then moving over 1 unit might bump you over like 10 pixels. But typically, it's 1-to-1 with game units. Let's actually make this a function of place coin, which we will call, and that will set. Oh yeah, and actually, yeah, we'll just do this whenever it's time to allow the player to choose again. It is zooming in is, yeah, it's a thing. It's a sight to behold. Coin movement is going to be the function where the coin is actually going to follow the path. And it's going to be its own weird little thing. All right, so how do we do coin movement? This is where we need to use the... Here, let me give myself a bajillion time. There we go. Perfect. Okay, current maze. Let's poke in here. We've got these connection objects that have X and Y values. We're going to be equal to one of them, sort of, off by a factor of canvas distance. 13,000 forever. We just got to wait for a really good gamble. That's the goal. All right, so I know the coins X and Y. So let's map those values to the maze. Mapped X. This dot doubloon dot X minus camera dot canvas dot width over 2. And mapped Y similarly, except with height. Oh, and the we're gonna have coin target, which is going to be either a coordinate, an XY coordinate, or null. So if coin target is null, that means we need to find a new target. Okay, how do I find a new target? Coin is spinning around at the top. What I need to do is look straight down for the next rope connection that has the same X value as me. If there are none, that's going to be its own weird little thing where it's like, now we need to finalize. But first, let's look at potential targets. this is look at the maze. Look at the connections. Where are the connections? Are they private? I need to make them not. I need to make them public. Public. Like if we were trying to be really pretty on the code, we probably would expose some method so that the maze can tell you what its closest connection to whatever point is, but we're not doing that. So take all those connections, filter it to where the x1 value equals mapped x, or the x2 value equals mapped x. Potential y's is those potential targets dot map that to their y value, sort it. Do I have a utility? Do I have a sort class anywhere that I could use for this? Numeric sort. Is that all I've got? All right, just do it. Just do it manually. I hope that sorts the way I want it to. No, that's going to sort it from lowest number first, which actually is what I want, because lowest number is the highest altitude in this system. All right, so take those. If there are any. Don't do that. Dot length. If there are, then coin target equals mapped x potential y's 0 dot y. No? Oh wait, no, just potential y's. Okay. Just set that value, and there we go. We have our target. All right, then we're gonna do a move towards target. Speed equals 2 for now. I don't know. So we're gonna move towards it. We're gonna go. This only works because all the directions we're moving are cardinal directions. We're only ever moving north-south or east-west. We're never moving diagonal. So we don't have to do like radial calculations or anything like that. We can do this very, very straightforwardly. So we have our target. We're gonna say this dot, let's see. If, oh geez, and I don't want to overshoot. Target x equals this dot coin target dot x plus camera dot canvas dot width over 2. Target y, same, but like this. If target x is greater than this dot, let's rename this. Let's just rename that to coin. Okay, if our target x is to the right, then if the distance between, actually, let's start with this. if the horizontal distance, absolute horizontal distance, is less than our speed, then just set. Yes. Oh, I have to be shown something? Should I be worried? No, it's in. He's in.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, he's in.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in bounds. He's touching.
Like a game over about 4.
There is one weird game over quirk that I have been seeing, and you'll know you're getting the bug if the animal, like, after game overing, like, drops down through everything. Have you seen that one happen?
Me?
Yeah.
Maybe once, but a long time ago.
Okay. I haven't figured out, like, what causes it yet. But yeah, it's like sometimes it feels like you get a merge as you're dropping, and it game overs you. Like immediately as you drop it, it merges immediately and then counts it as a loss. Okay, set it equal to X. Otherwise, if it's more than that, then if it's to the right, plus equals speed, else minus equals speed. Okay, and then do the same thing for Y values. Whoops, that's T, that's not right. Y. Okay, that should move us. Now, when you actually hit your target, then we have a whole new puzzle to solve. So let's see here. Okay, if that is equal to target X and Y is equal to target Y, then we have hit our target and it's time to find a new one. Now, hit target. Now, in this case, that should be, it should be that we're moving either horizontally or vertically. So if our target is vertical, then we have hit our target and we should be able to determine from there, that means, ooh, no. We won't have a good way in this system of knowing, was I coming in vertically and just hit, and now I need to switch to horizontal? So I need to somehow get that information. So how are we gonna do that? It shouldn't ever be, let's see here. Was moving vertically. It should be the case that if we are already at the start of this section, if our X value is already equal and we're still in this section, then we were moving vertically. Otherwise, we were moving horizontally. All right, if we were moving vertically and we just hit our target, then we need to find the connection that equals let's see here, wherein Y is equal to that and X is equal to either of those. Mapped X, mapped Y. Target X is stored in real worlds. Coin target is stored in the mapped values, isn't it? Okay, so it's going to be, it should be the only one that has a matching Y value. I think. All right, so if we find such a connection, then our new coin target is the other end of that. How do we know if it's X or Y? Okay. New target X is connection dot, if X1 equals where we are now, then use X2, otherwise use X1. Coin target becomes new target X and same Y that we're already using. Okay, now that's gonna get us down and to the side, and that's it. So let's find out if that actually works. Here we go. Ready? Go! All right, we got a doubloon. It's a little bit off, but it's not moving. Current minigame dot coin target is currently null. Okay. Well. All right, also place coin. We put that up too high. Let's put it just an even 200. So coin target equals null. Coin movement is coin movement happening? Update logic says, yeah, coin movement is happening. And so we should hit this section here. So let's just console log that right there. See what happens. Oh, it's hitting it right now because reasons. Yeah, it's not finding a value. Okay, well, let's check that out. Why would it not be finding a value? We've got our potential values here. All right, mapped X, negative 780. Is that right? I don't think that's right. There's no way that's right. I think we went the wrong way. Yeah, our X values are all positive. I think this should be plus instead of minus here. Probably. All right, we're gonna try it this way. Rebuild. Oh, hey, look at that. It's doing it. It's doing it. All right. It's not quite. There it goes. Don't know why it went all the way over there, but okay. It's at least moving. Well, that's fine, probably. That doesn't feel fine. It feels almost there. All right, well, that's something at least. It sure is picking a value. Huh. Now, why did it pick that value? I don't quite get it. Huh. Okay. Got our maze. Got our connections. We've got our mapped X. So we should be looking for numbers that have 180 in them. And there is exactly this one and this one. So when I press the button, it zips on over that way. Why? Why though? Wait, I don't understand. Why did it choose that one? All right, hold on, refresh again. Also, coin movement shouldn't happen this early. So let's cut that out. Maybe that's part of our issue. Hey, that did actually fix something. Okay, cool. Also, is there an on before draw sprites? Did I? There is. I should do this as on before draw sprites, not on after draw. This is the one I want. That'll make it draw the doubloon on top, and also that ready set go stuff will appear at in the right layering. Okay. So, if we were moving vertically, else console.log test. I want to make sure this is actually getting called as expected. Yes. Good. Perfect. Do. All right, so what I want to do is it's time to find the connection that I'm on. Oh, you know what? I can use let's see here. Set vertical connection. I can make a function out of that because we already do that elsewhere in here. Let's see what happens if we do this. And that's got to use y's greater than, right? Oh, no, it's only going to use the first y. Well, that's an easy one. I need to make sure it knows to map Y, filter to where that is greater than the coins Y. And then we'll have a fallback of just going all the way down. Here we go. Okay. Hey! Yeah! All right, all right. Okay, and if there are none, then jump on down to 500, I think. That actually worked. Yay! And then here. And then it goes down and around. This is cool. All right, I think we got a decent minigame. Yep. Nice. Okay. Heck yes. All right. So, Sprite. Current minigame .coin.y is at 230. Cool. Excellent. All right. So, that is the next big thing, is that if coin.y equals 230, then now we need to see if the x values match. If this.coin.x equals this.arrow.x, then yay, you got the coin. Good job. We're proud of you. Make sure to play the coin sound. Award a point. And then either way, regardless of what happened, we need a new maze. And we need to place the coin again, right? Yeah, first we need a new maze. And then we need to move the coin. So, I'm gonna have a generate maze function here. That for now, it's always gonna generate the same size. But we're gonna make it so it gets progressively more and more difficult as the game goes through. So either way, generate the maze, replace the coin at the top, and then is choosing is true. That's it. I think that's a solid game here. I think we've got it done. We're gonna find out. Well, not done. But I think the logic, the loop is there. All right. Here. It always starts on the left. That's because it's seated. Bloom. Uh-oh. That didn't work. Huh. Huh. It has stopped caring. Why has it stopped caring? What? What? Oh. Oh, the target. I need to clear out the target as well. I need to set that back to null. when we place the coin back at the top. That should be it. So let's see here. Ready? Go. This one. We can actually speed the coin up as the game progresses as well. Oh geez. Here. Because this. Ugh. Here. Yeah, I think it is worth speeding the game up as we go. Let's see. What did we make it a function of? Elapsed time. Okay, complexity of the maze. We can make that a function of score. Let's see here. We'll take no. We'll do it as a function of drops. Drop count. So every time you drop the coin, we're going to increment drop count. So whether you got it right or wrong, it's going to get harder. All right, so rope count is going to start at 3. And we're going to increment it after every 3 drops. Connection count, we want to get that up to around 10. But we can start it around 8 plus. Here, let's start it at like 6 and go up by 2 every drop. And then the speed for the coin, we're going to ramp that up by drop count as well. We're going to start it at 2. And we're going to move it up by about a quarter of that every drop. So after 4 drops, you're going to be running at double speed. Well, that's an easy start. Oh, here. Yeah, it's like it takes a while for it to process through, so you better be getting it right. You better think about it. It always starts on the far left. I don't think that's intentional, right? Oh, whoops. I never actually set up the randomization for that. Oh, this is getting intense here. 1, 2, 3. Here. I can make it speed up a little bit more. A little bit more quickly. All right, so let's randomize this. This dot current maze dot num columns. -1, right? All right, so this should speed it up. Here we go. All right, so we're gonna start with a random. Of course it was that one. Okay, that's fine. All right, so it starts pretty slow. 2 units per frame. All right, Here. Did my arrow disappear? That's what it felt like there. No. Oh, come on. Look at... All right, I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing. That is a mean one. That's a mean one. Okay, I got it right. Good, it's fine then. Okay. All right, this is actually something. I'm not getting enough though. It needs to be even faster. Oh, 2, 1, point. Okay, yeah, we want to make it go. We want to make it speed up even faster. Let's actually up the base speed as well. And I think the number of ropes didn't really go up that much, so let's improve that a bit. It's ridiculous. All right, here we go. Okay, well, that's an easy one. Cool, good start. Okay, there it is. My rope is gone. I knew it. I'm at rope 3? How did this happen? I know how this happened. Because I'm starting out at a maze that doesn't match my rules that I've laid down. All right, here we go. And start. Do. Go. Ding. Here, again. Okay, now it should get bigger this time. Yes. Which actually feels like it makes it a little bit less complex. Oh, come on. Okay, not bad. Here? Here? Okay. Here. Ah, I don't know. All right, yeah, that works. That works well, actually. Technically, on all these other mini games, we had different music, but we can just stick with carnival music on this. That's fine. Okay, the instructions. I want to make sure that my instructions have a reasonable width here. So I'm copying this. Select the rope that will lead to the gold doubloon. Doubloon. The coin always... the coin will follow the path down, but always takes side routes. Sure, I think that's enough information. That's it. We just added a whole minigame to Dabble Party. So now if we go back here to the main page, the main app file, rebuild the application. I should have sound effects as well. Oh, we don't have a... I do need to grab a thumbnail, don't I? Open thumbnails. Where is that gonna be? not board one. Board shared? No. Mini game, I guess, technically, maybe? No. Menu. No. Instructions. Yes. Look at this beautiful set of thumbnails. So I need to make sure I add a thumbnail here. Oh, this is fine. I'm gonna let it kind of ramp up a little bit and I'm just gonna mash through. There we go. Copied it. 50%. Throw that in the corner. Merge it. Save it. Hello. All right. That should do it. Perfect. Behold, a mini game. A working mini game. Created in, what did we spend on that? 2 hours? That just goes to show how amazing the engine is for Dabble Party. Now, the other, actually, how do I gotta mark the community challenge as done, right? Where do I go to do that? Where do I even go to do that? Here we go. Challenges. New Dabble Party minigame. Mark as complete. Done. Archive it. Get it out of here. And that means that all we have left to, well, the other big reward that I have to fulfill is make a whole new board. It's mostly art stuff, unless I come up with some clever mechanic that's going to require programming. Really, all of the events on Rover Space Base are basically shops. They're programmed as shops. It's just the thing you get from the shop is things like move to another space. Like that's actually literally it. The only two events in Rover Space Base are teleport to another square for a price or enter into this area, which is basically a teleport for a price. Hi Life, what's going on? Hope you're doing well tonight. We are just about to wrap up. We've just finished making a new mini game for totally not a Mario Party ripoff. I made this ripoff game as a kind of a gag game for the yearly marathon that we do with friends. And it took way more time than a dumb joke should have. But now we have more mini games for it. Like the animation could have been a little bit cleaner on this, but the actual game itself is fine. It's that first one that goes really slow just because I want people to understand how the game works. But then after that, it's like, all right, now the training wheels are off. Good luck. Here. Here? Nice. Oh, come on. Uh-oh. Oh, dang it. What's going on here? Wait a second. Guys, there's a problem there. What was that? What was that? Huh. Huh. Well, okay, apparently it's not fully working then. Hold on, what's going on here? What was that? That was, okay, it was in the coin movement function, which is only like a page here. So we have a target. We go towards that target. If we, all right. So we hit the target. X and Y are equal. Then we need to get a new target. Was moving vertically is if we were already on. Oh, that needs to be less than or equals to. Okay, so what? It's an edge case there. The rule was, we're trying to figure out, like, okay, in this previous frame, were we moving down vertically or were we traveling horizontally? Because if we were going horizontally, we need to switch to vertically. If we were traveling vertically, we need to switch to horizontally. And the way we measured that was, at the start of this movement, like before we moved the coin over, was it already lined up on the x-axis with its target? If so, that was vertical movement, and we need to now move horizontally. Otherwise, we need to move it towards it. Basically, what happened is, if we wound up in a situation where the distance was exactly 1 frame away in movement, then it would say, no, I'm still moving horizontally. It would move exactly that much. Wait, is that it? Oh, okay. I think it's a floating point issue. No. That doesn't make any. I guess it could be a floating point issue. I mean, there wouldn't be any harm for just running it again. Like it's seated. So we should get the exact same results. We'll see. All right, I gotta see if anybody's on so I can raid out. 'Cause I'm gonna need to head to bed. Just mash through. Okay, it wasn't this one. It wasn't this one. It was this one. Okay, there we go. What? Okay. Current minigame. Die. Coin target. What's happening here? So it hits. Okay, so it's heading towards the target. And it's definitely saying I was moving vertically, which would mean that coin X equals target X at this point. target Y. Coin.y. What is coin.y right now? Coin.y equals target y. True. Okay, good. That makes sense. That's good. That's expected. So it all comes down to x. If I was moving vertically, it is almost that time. If I was moving vertically, then coin x did not equal target x. No, if I was moving vertically, then coin x did not equal target x. And it's saying that I was equal to the target x at the start of this. Wait, this is in a it is there, right? It is stuck on that. Okay. So I'm not equal, but I'm on the same y-axis, or I'm on the same y value, not the same x-axis, which means I am not moving vertically. And I'm within striking distance, and now I do hit target. And then it should find a vertical connection. I wonder if... It is setting vertical net connection. Okay, that's what's going on here. Wow. Well, that doesn't look like the right vertical connection to me, but okay. Potential targets has to be greater than mapped y. So mapped y is 114. And so we're looking for all connections that match on the x value. Okay, just give me all the connections that match on the x value, which should be, this one is the big one right here that should work, 420 to 540. That's the one we're stuck on right now. So our y value, 114, 3 repeating. Yes, right there. That is it. So I'm saying give me all of... Oh, wait a second. How does this... Oh, okay. They're the same value, but they're right below... Okay, no, that's not it then. So give me all the connections that have the same x. Got it. Give me... Okay. So all the ones that match, let's say 420. That's these. Give me their y values. Okay, 114, 133, 269, 365. Great. Sort them... Sort them by Oh wait, not like that. Okay, now sort them. Yep, 114, 133. Filter them to where the values are greater than that. Yes, good. And then that should be it. That should be it, is just take the next value, the mapped X being the current value that you're already at. Oh, this is mysterious. How is it doing this? Okay. We're gonna try this. We're gonna rebuild. I gotta get to bed soon. Okay. I'm just gonna mash through because we just gotta get to that one failing one. Bup, 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 bup. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Okay. So I'm expecting to see mapping to test was moving. Mapping to test was moving. Okay. Oh, see, the issue here is that we don't always wind up with the same. Oh, there we go. Got it. All right. Dang it. Don't let me out of here. Don't let me out. Oh. Well, huh. Yeah, it's in a loop here. Staying on a single Y value. Bouncing between two X values. I don't know. I don't think... That doesn't make any sense. At least to me. The problem seems to be on set vertical connection. Because set vertical connection is supposed to be looking for values that have a Y value. I guess what I could do is say it's got to be greater than the mapped Y plus 1. Just to see, maybe there's some weird floating point arithmetic going on here. And it keeps catching the same value. That's the only thing I can think of. High, short. This one moves fine. Like, we can look in console and see what Y value it's picking. And it's like, we know what Y value it has. Okay. I think that was the one that was screwing up earlier, so it seems to be doing okay. Okay, see, now it's actually skipping them because they're too close. Which, that's fine, honestly. You know what? I knew that because, like, because like 8 or 9 or 10 years ago, someone in a Dust Bowl lobby in TF2 asked me if I was the Pokemon YouTuber. I was like, what? No? The what? Okay, I think that does it. It's not a pretty solution, but it works. All right, we did it. I gotta get to bed. I'm even cool. It's true. Does the Pokemon YouTuber have a game on Steam? I don't think so. With a concurrent 8 players. The new beta is out today. I put instructions on my Discord if anybody does want to opt in. It will let you try out the new level before it's officially released. Because, you know, doing bug fix stuff, making sure everything's looking good. I'm just hesitant to like actually release it yet, but I think it's pretty much good. All right, let's put this away. Let's all go to bed, especially all of you. There we go. Whoa. It's shinier than in real life. Wait a second. Rainbow Luigi hat? GTA 6. I really just don't have any interest in GTA. Like, I know it was like really, really big, but I don't know, I never really got any desire to go out and play it. Whatever. Alright, everybody. Thank you for hanging out tonight. We fulfilled a community reward challenge. Another thing I need to do is Theron has requested a game using the request a game option. And I do have it, so I will be able to play it. And so we're gonna try it out sometime soon. Maybe we'll kick that off this next stream. I don't know. Maybe it's time. Everyone, have a wonderful week. Get a lot of good rest. Get ready for the holidays. Finish up your Christmas shopping. And catch you guys next time. Bye.